Hey everybody, Jeff Kassouf here with your 2015 Algarve Cup preview. This edition of the annual tournament held in Portugal promises to be the best yet, with the debut of Brazil, the return of France, in addition to the United States, Germany, Sweden, and some of the other regulars, including Japan. The U.S. is grouped into Group B with Norway, Switzerland, and Iceland. Should be a relatively easy group for the United States. Switzerland probably the best or one of the best in that group, along with Norway. And Switzerland comes into this having lost a couple of games to Portugal, which is a pair of shocking results for the Swiss. And this could be a very good test for the United States, especially against Norway, who's a team that a lot of people are considering perhaps a dark horse in this World Cup. Norway obviously has been to every World Cup, but 2011 didn't go so well. 2015, they're expected to do a lot better. So U.S., Norway, Switzerland, and Iceland, and then they'll get that fourth game in Portugal will be the placement match, which they will certainly be expected to be in the championship with what is, frankly, by far the easiest of the groups in this Algarve Cup, a very loaded Algarve Cup. 3 games you're going to want to watch. First off is that first day of match play on March 4th. It's USA-Norway. How's the U.S. going to come out in this? They just came off of a couple of ugly performances, one of them a win against England, one of them a loss to France. A pretty handy loss to France there. So how does the U.S. respond? And obviously, this is the return, or the supposed return, we would assume she would start here, of Hope Solo after that 30-day suspension. She missed the England match and the France match. So that's going to be a big game for the U.S., as is the whole tournament. Obviously, they're going to be expected to win. A couple other games you're going to want to watch. The final day of group play has 2 big ones. It's France versus Japan, which frankly could be a preview of, if not the final of the World Cup, certainly a very big game in the World Cup. And Germany-Brazil, another big one. Those 2 teams could meet in the knockout stage this summer as well. For the U.S., what do they need to do? Well, the U.S. needs to win this group, and they need to win it fairly easily. This is a different Algarve Cup, the way it lays out, of how you qualify for the championship versus previous ones. Group C this year is not a cakewalk like it usually is. So they're going to need that goal difference, and they're going to need that to ensure that they get a very good opponent in that 4th game, which they're not going to quite get. Norway will be a good test. Switzerland will be a good test. Don't know much about Iceland, but they're going to need a very good opponent in that 4th game to really serve as their final big test before this World Cup. New Zealand, a couple other friendlies coming up, probably aren't going to match up to what playing a Japan, a Germany, Brazil, France would do at this Algarve Cup. And then, finally, back to the Hope Solo point. It's obviously going to be a point that everybody's going to be watching. Will she start? How will she fit back in? The team says it's ready to bring her back into the fold. It's ready to move on from the drama. I don't know that the drama is going to go away, in the sense that this is very much a storyline, and it will be a continued storyline heading into this World Cup, but certainly interested to see how that goes for her, and how this tournament goes for the U.S., because this is a major qualifier, major tune-up for this World Cup, and it's going to be a major test for the United States to show if they're actually ready for Canada.